wearing the Strength Addicts shirt. You can follow Strength Addicts on all these social media platforms or go to the website. Haven't done one of these in a long time, but before anything, if at any point in time you like the video, smash that like button. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and leave a comment down below. Don't be bashful, don't be scared. If you have any doubts, have a big gulp. So, we are going to start talking once again about Darrell Brooks Jr. There are several videos coming down the pike. A lot of people want me to talk about the Spirit Airlines video that went viral. Right now, it's got about 14 million plus views on TikTok. I believe it hit 5 million views on YouTube, and it's got views on Instagram and all around. It wasn't that long ago. It was back in April, and we're in August. So for you math majors out there, that's about 4 months ago. And so we may talk a little bit about that. A lot of people say, how do you take a viral video? Well, I don't know how to answer that, because a viral video, so you come out with all sorts of videos. You know, I've taped, buses parked on sidewalks, people cursing out hot dog vendors, a couple of old ladies fighting at a airport. You never know what's going to go viral. That's the thing about a viral video. A lot of times it could be pretty innocent, but something is said, something ruffles somebody's feathers and they just go postal. I've had situations where I was doing like a First Amendment audit or something like that, and somebody would go nuts. Usually for a video to go viral, there has to be something that just makes someone's blood boil. I try to keep it classy, you know what I mean? But at the same time, sometimes you can't say, hey, try not to curse, you know what I mean? Because people are going to curse, you know what I mean? Other times it could be something endearing. It could be like, you talking to your dog or something, or like the sisters with the egg and hitting on the forehead kind of thing. And then it just, it goes off like a runaway train. It's a snowball effect. But the thing about it though, guys, is one of the things that I love to do is travel. And right now I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to take a trip to the Dominican Republic, because I've been to, for Sight Sounds Flavors, I've been to El Salvador, Costa Rica, Chile, all throughout the United States. And so now I'm thinking about possibly going to the Dominican Republic, but the Dominican Republic presents several issues for me. Number one, the power goes out a lot down there. It's hurricane season. And, I've made the mistake of staying in capitals before, for example, in El Salvador and Costa Rica. And let's be honest, capitals usually don't have the nice beaches or the tourist attractions. Usually you have to go elsewhere for that. But because I love history so much, and I like, architecture, and I like, that sort of thing, that's usually where I end up going, or capitals. But if I had to pick in the Dominican Republic between Santo Domingo and Puerto Plata or Punta Cana, it's pretty easy to pick which is the better tourist location. Obviously Punta Cana and Puerto Plata, but Santo Domingo's got the history. So it's one of those things. Now, a lot of people say, well, why don't I do more live videos? Well, live videos take a lot of time, and I'm not opposed to doing them. It's just that at one point in time, I was doing live videos every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's something that I may go back to doing. But at the time, I was doing a lot of Darrell Brooks Jr. videos. Now people want me to do videos on Suitcase Sarah, who's another lunatic. Steven Lorenzo is another lunatic. And so what I've done is I've started a new channel called Truth TV. Now, Truth TV, inspired by that idiot Darrell Brooks Jr. when he would say the truth, I started Truth TV, and so I'll be talking about a lot of the trials over there. A lot of people want me to talk about the election. I don't really like talking too much about politics here, but it is possible. I've got another channel that I may start putting out political content on. But really, Sight Sounds Flavors, I want it to be primarily on travel. A lot of people want me to go to Figueroa Street, which I don't know that I want to go to Figueroa Street. Now, if you guys know about Fig or the Figueroa Blade, it would be something where I would have to have, see, here's the thing. To do something like that, it's kind of like going to film in Kensington, which a lot of people call Zombieland. I don't really like that term, but if you're going to do that, First of all, don't get out of your car. I made the mistake of going to McPherson Park and trying to film some interviews. And I don't know how the folks that do the interviews on YouTube are able to do it, because honestly, I had a mob of people come at me, and I was standing next to a Philadelphia police vehicle, and the cop was in the car because the AC was running. And I would have thought for sure if I stood next to the squad car, I would have been safe. But this mob was coming at me, and I wasn't going to wait around to find out. So I got to step in. But the thing is, I don't know how these guys do the interviews in Kensington. I highly advise you not to walk around there, not to even get out of your car there. And I would say the same thing with Fig. But a lot of people may have, I've noticed that a lot of people have like cameras like in their sunglasses, or maybe a camera and somewhere that's like inconspicuous, that kind of thing. I don't know how they do it. I don't know that I want to do it. Other people will put a camera inside of their car and they'll black it out. I have not been able to find any rental cars that have, you know, those tints, because those tints are illegal. So I don't know that any like Enterprise or Hertz is going to rent you a car that doesn't pass muster, because then, you know, when you get a ticket, you know, who's going to pay for the ticket? Not you, the person renting the vehicle, but the company that rented you the vehicle. You're renting it for a day or two. You don't have any control, you know, on the window tints or the sound system or anything like that. So I don't think that I'd want to do that, but I know that a lot of people do. I like the gritty interviews. I like getting out there on the street and doing them, but not at the expense of potentially getting harmed or physically harmed. You know, it's just not worth it. Now, the other thing I was thinking about travel-wise was to go back to Chile, or maybe go to Buenos Aires or South America. So, you know, if you guys have any suggestions of places that you want me to travel to, I'll be more than happy to look into it. But it has to make sense for the channel. It has to be somewhere that I want to go. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to the Jarrell Brooks coverage, I got a really cool comment from the Norman Nick show, and I was really stoked about that because I'm a huge fan of his show. And he did a really good interview with Erica Patterson. Actually, I think he did a series of them. And I don't know what the deal is with Erica Patterson and the Norman Nick show. I've read some stuff, like, I don't know if they had a falling out or whatnot, but he does really good work. And he's got a legal background. I believe he may have been a paralegal or something like that. So he's got a legal background, and his questions are really good. Now, a lot of people have said, would I ever interview Erica Patterson? I would interview Erica. I probably would not want to interview Dawn. I don't know if I would want to interview Dr. Mary Edwards. I don't know, maybe, but probably not. Erica for sure. Dawn is a hard no. Dr. Mary is a maybe, but leaning more towards a no. You know, it really depends. It really depends. But I mean, like I said, I'm pretty much open to a lot of different things for the Sight Sounds Flavors YouTube channel. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed the Spirit Airlines confrontation at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. And that was just one of those things, you know, I saw something, it caught my eye, I filmed it, and it went on NBC, CBS, Fox News, Australian TV, British TV, was on the New York Post, and it was also on Sight Sounds Flavors on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and all over the place. It was just one of those things. You know, I think it's hilarious, not to make fun of people, but I think it's hilarious when people say, how can I get a viral video? If I knew, I'd be doing nothing but viral videos, but it's just got to be at the right place at the right time. You got to think real quickly, you know, otherwise it's gone and you missed your opportunity. So as always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Again, this is strengthaddicts.com, my main page and my social media links, and eventually I have shirts like this for Sight Sounds Flavors and Exploring Kentucky. But till then, thank you so much for stopping by and for all of your support of the Sight Sounds Flavors YouTube channel. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.